There's bears out here.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. I don't want to be somber. I don't want to, oh my God, I'm being negative. But dude, this is so bad looking. So bad. All right. Friday we had FedEx that collapsed. Today we have Ford Motors that collapsed. Its worst drop since 2011. How much was it again? Because the inflation problems, like the cost of their parts, $1 billion supply cost warning. These things are underlying variables that shows the sheer and utter weakness of the macro we're in. And I'm staring at your favorite coin, Bitcoin, which is a speculative risk-on asset. These don't fare well in market conditions that are so real like this. And you're below 1960. You know what you did yesterday, right? We were here live. Patrons, you were pinged about it. The asset rallied on the bullish divergence, right? Rallied to merely backtest the 2017 cycle top, candle high close as resistance, and that was it. That was it. Market participants gained the confidence they needed. That old level, ancient history, right? 2017 is resistance again. So now you're starting to roll over. All right. In fact, there's this low. I plotted this just minutes ago because it's like, hey, man, people would say, don't ignore that, man. It's okay. It's a low from June 30th. It's a low from July 13th. It's a low from September 6th, obviously. And look at what you're doing. You're like trying to break it right now. I don't care about this level as much. I'm auto bearish. Nothing to talk about. Don't even give me any crap. When we're below 19,650, 19,899, 199. There's nothing to talk about. But hey, man, the opium smokers got to overdose again, right? So we'll talk about this 18,893 level. Okay. Well, you're below it, dude. So there's no more hopium. Call an ambulance. Down 3.5%, $700 roughly. Terrible. Just terrible. And it's not much better on the daily. You see what's about to happen in less than an hour? Bitcoin's about to give us another bearish engulfing candle. And guess what that bearish engulfing candle did? Just like yesterday, we had a potential was the key word, bullish pin bar, but you can't have a bullish pin bar when the day after it is created, right? It doesn't catch follow through. It was a never was, right? It's a never will be, never was, right? That's what happened yesterday. Engulfing this candle, so it's nothing. Very bad, okay? But not just that, okay? It was also the fact that you spent 48 hours now back testing 19,650 as resistance on a daily time scale, man. Here it is. There it is. I'm not making it up. It's right there in front of you. You don't have to believe me. December 16th, 2017. Candle open from December 17th. The reversal, the end of the entire cycle, where eventually it ended in capitulation, where you got to 3150 before rallying 14k, then go down to 3850, and then 65k, 69k. Now screwed. Okay, where I think we are, like for real, we're right here again, like June 10th levels. That's where we are. Where else? Where we are, we're right around April 22nd levels. That's where we are. Okay. Kind of like December 25th, 2021 levels. That's where we are, man. You had all this time, buyers had their chance, and it was pathetic. It was miserable. And it was perfect though, because like that supply line was tested like the Jesus, man. Look at it. It was tested, engulfed bearishly, hidden bearish divergence still playing out. It hasn't even really yet begun, right? It's follow through yet. And here's another cause for concern that's happening today, not yesterday, because your Rudy Poo candle falling back into that bearish control zone on the daily. There it is, right? 38.5. Conditions are extremely favorable for a collapse. You get it, man? I mean, this is just life. This is just real life, man. There's no sugarcoating. It's just what the charts are telling us at this current moment in time. As you breathe, as you blink, as you watch, it's happening. And until that changes, we have to go with the present pieces of information or data that gives us in turn information, right? You can't be bullish. You have to be bearish right now. It could change all tomorrow, man. One scam pump, it's all it takes. But sorry, that hasn't happened yet. The daily, man, it's just like, you were so close. I mean, it's a real possibility. Like, just depends on the follow through we get in the next 47 minutes, right? If you get a Japanese candlestick close, whatever, just a candlestick close, right, below $18,790.91, it will be the lowest daily candle close since December of 2020. That's not bullish. You'd be taking out Black Saturday's low where traders settled up that day, every single one, including the one from September 6th, right? A couple weeks ago. You're very close to taking that out, and it could very well happen in the next... I mean, you're so close, it could happen in 10 minutes, right? We'll see what happens at the end of the day, right? Each candle represents 24 hours here on this chart. You can see. It's not good, man. Remember what happened on the 3-day? 3-day candle closed on Sunday. We got 1 day, 1 hour on this. So tomorrow we'll get a 3-day candle close. You got to wonder where we're going to be, right? You're working on the lowest candle close. You got it September 4th, that candle, but it's a very real possibility we may be making the lowest 3-day candle close. Here's your problem, right? Here's your massive issue on Bitcoin, dude. Okay, the 4 hour has just now, today, chat, you hear me? Today, the 4 hours fallen back into the bearish control zone below 40. We just looked at the daily. Has fallen back into the bearish control zone. You know what else is happening on the 3-day? You have just now, as of like today, yesterday, fallen back into the bearish control zone. Almost like unlimited downside. You could imagine looking at this relative strength index on these time scales. It's very easy to imagine how we see 17K, 14K. All right, I'm just saying. Let's go to the weekly too, just so I can reinforce the fact that you now have every single time scale in the bearish control zone. This one's sitting at 33. Certainly no edge at all. You'd be crazy to think there is one. There's not. We get Gus in the chat because, I mean, like, this is just real life. This is happening today. Remember that time the weekly bearishly engulfed on Sunday? And here we are. And the hidden bearish divergence is really developing now. It's actually happening. It's so bad, man. Dude, stop being so negative, man. Someone would unironically say that. You know, some scrub that doesn't care about charts or TA would come in here watching for the first time and call me negative. That's bullcrap, dude. That's crazy. This is the stuff we study. These are the things we learn, you know. I'm studying this for 11, going on 12 years now, and you have too. You've been studying the crap out of it for a long time. Imagine calling me negative. This is just real. This is reality, man. There's not enough reality anymore in this world. You know that. So you can clearly see the weekly candle high close from December of 2017. It was like 19.4. You're below that too. Larry, there's nothing. Okay. You're gonna learn.
See what happens, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Sorry, man. Just spending a minute. And again, just so you remember, we're below the 200-week moving average. When do we do that? When does Bitcoin ever do that? Let's go to that chart with more data. Let's do it, man. Let's go. Here it is. Here's your Bitstamp chart on the weekly that goes, you know, all the way back to like 2011. All right, so pretty much it's a great chart for all of it, you know, that we need to see. You're never below it, man. What you're doing now has never really happened before. But what else has never happened before is Bitcoin existing in market conditions where the Federal Reserve is doing quantitative tightening, selling mortgage-backed securities, right? Treasuries, right? That's happening. Recession. You see it, right? Here's 200 week. You're never really below it. Okay. Here you go. You tested it 2018, 2019. Okay, perfect. COVID crash 2020. Perfect. You get back above it. All right. No harm, no foul. But now, dude, something's happening that's never happened in Bitcoin's history. You're literally regarding it as resistance. And at the same time showing potential hidden bearish divergence and in the bearish control zone. All at the same time. So bad. And a bearish engulfing candle that, you get a candle close below it. It's extremely valid. Wow. But rejoice. That lets us know the probability is extremely high. Bitcoin's going to see lower prices. Extremely high. Okay, so just hanging on to this 18.8 level from, June 30th and a couple other times, all right? That's it. Okay, well, no, what happened? There was a candle close. There, the candle close with the wick touch. That's it, and you're below that right now. Okay. All right, let's move to Ethereum. Well, you know what? Let's just look at Ford real quick because I talked about it. You just need to see it on chart for yourself. Worst decline intraday since 2011, man. 11 years. Below the 200 moving average for. Who cares about that? Let's go to the daily. Daily, largest spike in volume you've seen since February 7th when we collapsed. This is a breakaway gap. Certainly a form, that's a type of breakaway gap where you gap down on extremely high volume. And there's pretty big disparity in price, letting you know you're probably not going to be filling that gap anytime soon. You still haven't. You might not for a long time. Look what Ford did. It had a channel. It broke it, right, on a little bit of seller exhaustion down here on the RSI. You rallied to do what? To back test 1613, which is not a joke. 1613. I think it's like a weekly close or something from 2004. You back test that as resistance. You can clearly see, like, someone will be like, dude, is that a head and shoulders? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's pretty symmetrical, but I don't know. The head's pretty large. I know that's what she said. But, it's not as textbook, but it's there. Momentum shifting structure. By God. Daily. Look at this. The asset ran to test the 200-day moving average as resistance and then collapsed. Or just rejected it and has now collapsed. And, where you are now, you're in a thin order book area. Chat. Historically, Ford doesn't pivot here, really. Ford normally goes down to 883. Okay, 883 in time. You know what that means? If Ford goes to 883, it's next, more major inflection point. You're talking about another 32, 33% downside. As Henry Hill would say, these are the bad times. Remember that time we were always above the 200 moving average? Remember the most legendary bullish Gartley in stock market history, in my opinion? I don't think you could find a bullish Gartley more perfect than this anywhere on any chart, right? This is the size of the solar system, right? If this was a Gartley, we're talking from 2008, the beginning to the end, March 2020. It was perfect, man. And look at that run, and now it's done. Money printer go, no more burr. Okay, so I just looked at that because it's a big deal, man. Just like FedEx, huge deal. Ethereum, let's go to Ethereum. Guess let's go to the 4 hour, start of the 4 hour, okay. Okay, now ping patrons on this a little while ago. This is like, imagine, you're so bearish as an asset. You show all this matured, classic, class A bullish divergence, and you begin to rally, but there's such little demand on the asset now that it fails to see 1420, which is everything, the previous cycle top. Go back to 2017, 2018. There it is. You see it. There was not enough demand on this asset to get to that level to successfully bearishly backtest it. Really bad. So what's happened? You've started to sell off bearish engulfing on the last one, catch and fall through this time. And there it is. From the high to the substantially lower high, higher levels on the MACD histogram. And that is class A, hidden bearish divergence, implying a continuation downward. So why would we not see 1266 to 1223? It seems extremely probable. Why would we not just go test the zone? Go test it, man. Why not? Probably will. And okay, that's your, oh, and here's something on the 4 hour that's just brutal. Look at your 4 hour RSI correlation, right? To 40. One time you tried, second time you tried, you failed twice. You've like confirmed that on the 4 hour you shall stay in the bearish control zone, and you're just well within it now, like 34.7. Okay, let's go to the daily. So we understand that a bearish engulfing candle for now, unless something changes, and it can. It's power hour. You know what we've seen in power hour. We've seen stuff. But if all stayed the same, it'd be a bearish engulfing candle confirmed. 36 minutes, 40 seconds. And again, I'm thinking the target's 1223 because that was a level from 2018, the dead cat bounce after the bubble popped from that cycle, January 2018. See it? 1223. Figured we'll test that. I think we will in time. But, to hold you, tide you over in 1240, you can see the candle high closes there. But these candles, right? You understand that they're correlating, 100% correlating to the initial high. When it was manufactured first time in history. And now you have assets that correlate to it. I think you'll correlate to it again, right? Negative momentum at its highest level since August 30th. And of course, back in the bearish control zone on the daily. Wow. 3 day? Why not? Let's look at 3 day. 3 day, it's pretty ugly, man. All right. How's that merge going? Not good, man. Negative Momo just beginning to build. Getting really close to falling into that bearish control zone. So you can understand how low we could go on price before you ever became oversold. 30 is considered oversold on the relative strength index. 70 and above is overbought. Bullish control zone 60 and above, or above 60, not at 60. You can clearly see what happens in this bear market when these assets hit 60. They try to break into the bullish control zone. They fail miserably twice. And then we go to the weekly. All right, why not? Here's the issue. Here's the massive problem. Okay, massive problem on Ethereum on the weekly is we had a very real, powerful, huge bearish engulfing candle that was confirmed. The candle close, right? And you have undeniable hidden bearish divergence that is still there, and it's just continuing to mature. And you're talking about 39.2. You're sitting just right in the bearish control zone. Okay, so these are just things that exist. It's real life. You can say, hey man, everyone's so bearish. I don't know who these everyones are. I don't know. Like, I don't care either. Like, I'm just looking at a chart. And if you don't believe any of this, go read some textbooks from people that put their life's work into researching this stuff, okay? Is everyone doing okay? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about the reality of the situation where it's like there's just absolutely nothing that I don't even see one thing that's bullish. The only thing that's bullish is like Bitcoin at the 886, maybe for a type 2 with no edge. That's one thing in a very, very bearish trend, right? You can't go with one variable, right? We can't bake a cake without a mixing bowl or a baking tray, right? The baking tray would be the trend itself, right? If we're using the analogy of you need a bunch of variables combined versus just one. Oh my God, dude. It's like, pretty much you're trying to make an argument with that bullish shark with a type 2 return. It's pretty much like throwing eggs into the oven, dude. Just throwing the eggs in before even cracking them. It's like, you're not going to get a cake. That's your bullish argument, throwing eggs into an oven. And remember, a finished, nice, moist cake coming out after being in there for however many minutes or hours or whatever. I don't know how cakes work, but the finished cake would be a successful trade or an argument for something playing out a certain way. Okay. All right, let's go total. You know it, man. Jonathan, how we doing?
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Well, it already dipped, man. Right? Looks like it's going places, and it's not up and collapsed. And now look at you. There's nothing to even talk about till $840 billion. That's it, right? Price action correlation down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Remember, we talked about it doesn't happen instantaneously normally. I mean, we measured it. It's about a week every time. A week down, a week up, a week down, up, down, right? It takes about 7 days, 4 to 7 days to get from the top to the bottom to the bottom to the top. So we're just still waiting, and that's ground zero, man, down there. Below that, oh God, you just better look out, man. Don't even want to talk about it. I'll be here if we break that, okay? Okay. Cool story, bro. Wow, man, I've been 30 minutes in, and I haven't even gotten off of total market cap. Wow, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I guess we looked at Ford, but still, man. These are things that need to be discussed. Just because you need to be protected, all right? Remember, like, there are times to make money and there are times not to lose money. You've heard me say that a billion times if you've watched this stream. But hey, maybe you're new. Okay, times to make money, times not to lose money. Okay, these are times, certainly, to not lose money, but that's been the case the entire year. All of 2022. If you've not lost much money, you're winning. I'm telling you, you are winning. Remember, if you're losing, add 10+% to those losses because of inflation. Sitting cash has, or short, but sitting cash has not been a bad option. In fact, it's been wonderful. A lot of us saved hundreds of thousands of dollars by just being cash. Wow, so easy. All we had to do is identify confirmation of distribution after a buying climax, after the peak, 2 lower highs, confirming there are less market participants than there were before. Okay, we can look at BNB. That, again, even if it was gonna rally, I don't care. It's not at a strategic level for an entry for a swing trader anyway. It's not an inflection point in the middle of nowhere. Don't care. Just
the digit root Suka Dragon is here to reign. Hit it.
What's up? Yes, sir. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Suka Black coin. Thanks, dude. It's the dragon. I have concerns now. BNB getting flirtatiously testing 40 bearish control zone. You fall into that. Bye bye BNB. See you at 200, 225. I mean, the way Bitcoin and Ethereum look, you certainly aren't off base by thinking it is very, very possible BNB sees 225, right? History tells us that. It's a straight up, straight down situation between 225 and 330, 350. Okay. And it's certainly not a level, right? You're looking to long at support. You're looking to short at a resistance or take profit at resistance. In the middle, you're literally at a casino, pulling a slot machine, or playing roulette, games of chance. When you're at supports, longing, or at tops, shorting, playing poker, maybe counting cards, playing blackjack, or maybe you are in fact the dealer playing, dealing in blackjack, where you have a marginal edge every hand, right? It's gambling here, DGen gambling levels on BNB. Okay, XRP though, that was the shining star, man. It was indeed, and it still is 7% up on the day. Beautiful. Where, there are many assets on this market that were doing very similar things to XRP, right? Like falling below levels, key levels from history, and then getting back above them, then back testing them as support, and even twice. And they caught no follow through. Assets like DOT, right? They caught no follow through and have now already collapsed back below those key levels. And now it's all auto bearish, right? But something about XRP happened, and it happened to be that merge. I think the merge for Ethereum was some sort of catalyst for this and XLM, right? Don't know why. It's just happening, man, right? But this thing's starting to perform adequately. right? Remember we talked about yesterday, Bitcoin below all key levels, Ethereum below all key levels, obviously BNB below the key level it needs to be above, right? But XRP, that's not the case. It's above it. It was above 32.5 cents, held, bullish engulfing, and it's caught massive follow through. And you are getting very close to the highest daily candle close since May 31st. That is magnificent. That is noteworthy. And nice job. Nice job. I mean, upside, thinking 42. Oh, wait, it hit 42 cents, right? Could go, above 42 cents. I mean, could be seeing 45. It's tough. There's all kinds of peaks about. But I mean, eventually, you think about straight down, up, down, right? Yeah, a couple times there's been resistance, but a lot of times up, down, up, right? So if things kept going this way, you could say, I would say like a target could very well be a 200-day moving average at 48.9 cents. But if it repeated itself the way it has sometimes, it could see 58 cents. Trying to confirm a bottom one time and then two times, right? Spring back test. Nice for now. But you know how easily this thing could just get wrecked because the macro is so miserable right now, okay? XRP and Ethereum are World Economic Forum coins now, so I don't even know, man. Don't even know. Just cool anomaly. XRP, a local, let's just call it what is it? A look at me, Larry. Okay, it's a look at me, Larry, and it's a look at me lately, Larry. Okay, that's what's going on with it. Nice stuff. Congratulations, XRP holders. I know you've been in shambles for years, and you haven't made any money back pretty much from all the losses you've incurred. Okay, by holding. But hey, it's a win today, it's a win yesterday, and it's a win the day before. So past 3 days, big round of applause for an XRP holder. My God, you got some serious resolve, dude, okay? As much resolve as a Nebraska football fan. My God. All right, moving on to Cardano. Not faring as well as XRP, unfortunately. In fact, the hidden bearish divergence playing out. Yeah, it's only down 2.5%. Just hanging on. I mean, like, I'm thinking 40 cents would be the bottom of the rectangle. Or what you would consider a descending triangle. An unironic, very real descending triangle. Bearish engulfing candle last week. Hidden bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin bottom falls out. It's going to 38.8 cents, and once that breaks, bye bye Cardano. Eventually, when the dust settles, 11 cents, 7 cents in time. Yeah. What's up, Aaron King? Thanks so much for the 15 super chat. Really appreciate it, man. Supporting this channel in these times is nothing short of amazing, right? It's real easy to, support the channel and the stream and the community when it's number go up, money printer go burr, right? But when money printer go, when market conditions are almost getting hyper bearish, yeah, it's something else. Amplified gratitude. You can see what Cardano's done just recently. I mean, maybe, right? Just identifying potentially Momo shift. Will it turn moving average, the lower high, 2 lower highs locally. You see that? 1 and 2, super sneaky. But then the neckline was broken, right? Horizontal line, neckline, and then you broke it, and then you're successfully bearishly back testing it as resistance now. Yikes! Good God!
There's bears out here.
Remember all the bullish divergence? And nothing came from that at all? Wow. It's just ugly. Sol was next. No, let's look at XLM because XLM was beautiful. Okay. Technically, that we didn't know how it was going to go and figured, hey man, it's probably screwed like everything else. My God, you want to talk about a spring back test of spring there with hidden bullish divergence on the higher low and then a third higher low and you're running and it's like, I mean, you'd think 12 to 12.3 cents was destined for this asset, the top of the rectangle. Looking good, looking better than most other altcoins. Most other altcoins arguments are gone for bulls, only bearish now, most of them. But this one and kind of algo, but not even really any, I don't know, algo's like starting to correlate bad again. But XRP and XLM, man, they're doing something and it's an anomaly. Okay, just want to look at it for a sec. Okay, that's it. Nice stuff, dude. Up 5% today. All right, so now we'll look at Sol, which again, I don't know why I look at Sol. It's a joke, a literal joke. If you're patient, you're gonna see 20 bucks in time. And that's it. There's nothing more to talk about. I don't care about any. Oh, there's 4-hour bullish divergence. I don't care. It's Sol, and we're in a long-term downtrend, and you're in the middle of nowhere. Looking at history, nothing. Just no. Wait. If you wait, you're gonna get lower prices. And you're not going to lose money. Yeah, retracing. I remember the good old days, man. They weren't even the good old days. They were like the decent days. They were like the good old decent days, you know? That was before the good old days. Now the good old days have come and gone. And now we're in the bad times, right? The Henry Hill times. Okay. Bearish on Sol. Nothing's changed. I'm only looking at it because it's a larger market cap crypto and we look at the bigger ones, right? Hidden bearish divergence as of today is beginning to show negative momentum again. There you go. It's beginning to play out. So you have a bearish edge and a bearish back test of 37.37 as resistance. Bearish engulfing. It's, dude, there, even if it rallied, you shouldn't care because everything that you read on a chart is telling you screwed. Super screwed. Thanks for the 830 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Please be sure to join the Discord if you haven't, where the conversation continues when the live stream inevitably ends, where you can gain access to educational resources, what kind of books to read if you're trying to get your feet wet in traditional technical analysis so you can better follow along with this stream. Join the Discord or be destroyed. Okay.
Thanks for the TA, man. Could you check out my darling SQQQ, Kangs?
Surprise, man. Thanks for 20, dude. Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the SQs. We can also look at the Qs. Also, we could just, you know, it's the LG technology. Okay. Sol, get wrecked. Doge, get wrecked. Only bearish on Doge, right? It's like only fans, but only bearish. But dude, it's not down any today. It's up 0.0%. Are we in a bull market? Is this a bull trend? Nope, only bearish below 6.5 cents. No ifs, ands, or buts. Being below 6.5 cents long enough, you run the risk of collapsing to 4.2 cents. Collapsing, okay? That's the target anyway, 4.2 cents because it's a joke. It's somehow an inflection point, but it's, you know, inflection point. It was created one time. We pivoted at 4.2 cents because Elon got high or something, right? But eventually, like you're talking hard targets, when it's all said and done, when the dust settles and we're at much lower prices on all the index funds and Bitcoin's at 14K or whatever, Ethereum's at 1,000 or less dollars, you're talking 1.2 cents on Doge eventually. The bubble is not done yet. This thing is not done popping. You'll see. You'll see. But okay. But we've only been talking about how bearish this entire market is the entire year 2022. I don't know what else I can say, man. Just get wrecked, Doge. That's it. Screw Doge. Dot. Screw Dot too. It's over 2 for Dot. Right angled ascending broadening formation. Bearish and golden candle confirming the bearish breakdown of that. And you are now. Okay, we have 18 minutes. Let's see what happens. But in 18 minutes, chat, it will be confirmed. Dot's lowest daily candle close since December 27, 2020. Is that bullish? Is that a bullish thing? No, that's really, really bearish. Really, really bearish looking. That's about to happen, man. As you can see, sellers are about to take out the candle low close from July 12th of this year. I'll do it again, man. Just keep doing it till it's over.
There's bears out here.
So many bears, man. If you wanted to measure a move of the structure, I think we did this maybe. The high to the low. 15% size. Oh my God. You want to talk about TA Tetris? From the size of the structure, from the breakout, that's how we measure the move of this one. Right angle ascending broadening formation. The measured move just happens to be literally the next level of inflection, in my opinion, which is 550, 553. TA Tetris, where it all fits perfectly. You know, when you're playing Tetris, man, it all lines perfect. The measure move takes you to the next inflection point, the Jesus. Okay. Dot, I think that's, yeah, we can move on. Oh, can I give the Discord link? Dude, it's pinned. It's pinned above. Spamming the Discord link again. There, can you see it now, Larry? You see it? Hopefully you do. It's right there. Join. Over 14,000 members, man. Extremely active community. We just care about charts and economic data. All the crazy stuff, man. We're waiting for the circuit breakers. When are they going to start, chat? When will the circuit breakers start? When will something break? Well, Germany, right? 50% inflation or something insane. Economic data today coming out this morning. Dude, Europe is... I don't just know. How can you be bullish? I mean, this economic data coming out of Europe is scary. And that's putting it mildly. It's... What was it? The... What was the data again today? It was the price of materials or something hit the highest levels since they started factoring or taking record of it. 1949, right? Had to rebuild for 5 years after getting destroyed, right? But highest levels. PPI, yeah. 47% PPI. That's your largest economy in Europe. They did it to themselves, and you know it.
I know you don't like alternative views, but Bitcoin could actually be in the middle of a perfect wick of accumulation on the daily. Take a look with a different lens if you don't believe me. Cheers, brother.
I hope so, man. Do you think I don't hope so? I hope so, man. My God, I hope we're in Wyckoff accumulation, but the things I did say to you, right? I'm not just saying it, you know, I'm not just saying it like this, man. Oh my God, dude, hold on. Whoops, sorry.
Hi, Mitch.
I don't know why it does
you don't
that.
like alternative views, but Bitcoin could actually...
Shut up. Right, I'm not just being like, hey man, hey everybody, there's no chart in front of me, and I'm not going to show any evidence with a chart, but we're bearish, and there are all these things saying we're bearish. Bye. No, every day I'm like showing you on the chart, presenting the evidence to you. Okay. So those things are real. But hey, man, I hope a lone Wyckoff accumulation is there, and we're all going to be saved by that. I hope so, man. We just talked about the terrible economic data coming out. Interest rates about to go up another 75 basis points, maybe one, probably not one. That would be, maybe that's our circuit breaker, but it's coming out tomorrow. That's going to be happening tomorrow. And we might get a scam pump because we almost always do, right? All year. If you've been tracking when they release the change, the hike in interest rates, we pump like 3%. Oh my God, it was the largest pump of the year. And then it's a bull trap. And then you like gap down the next day and collapse 15% down, you know, from there. So I would not be surprised because of history that some stupid scam pump would happen tomorrow on nothing, literally nothing. It's a non-event, but the algos just are somehow programmed to go insane on the days that Jerome Powell talks or does something. It's like once a week now too, God. But like I again, man, you don't even get me wrong. Like I want Bitcoin to collapse. Dude, I think Bitcoin is... Every day, the argument's getting stronger for why Bitcoin is the way, right? Decentralized, individual sovereignty, You can't hack it. You can't seize it. You can't freeze it. It is the way. But just because it is the way doesn't mean it can't go lower, because everything risks off and everything correlates to when volatility goes insane. Right? 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. It's going to serve the same purpose now as it will at 14K. So, I mean, you can't even get me wrong here to be like, oh my God, I hate Bitcoin. No, dude, I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only thing we have left, man. It's getting there. They just took out Ethereum. Ethereum's screwed. Right? Gensler, oh yeah, dude, everything that's Ethereum is our jurisdiction now. We are the SEC. I mean, you just got to wonder what the implications of that's going to be for Ethereum.
Press conference from earlier today, so it's now 1 hour before the FOMC meeting.
Oh my God, man, what does that mean? Like, what? See what I'm like? I don't even know. It's so bad. Like, okay, so well, I hope we're on the same page. The technicals are really, really bearish, implying more downside. And but Bitcoin is still the way, because everything's been compromised, including Ethereum now. Whoops. And I'm telling you, if Bitcoin had a creator, if Satoshi wasn't anonymous, he would have been compromised or killed by now, for sure, 100%. So thank God you can't get that person, who might be dead or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, so S&P, right? 1.13% down in the bearish control zone. Yeah, you have that 4-hour bullish divergence that's there. Oh man, that's bad. Look, you back tested 40 as resistance. You know? But yeah, the 4 hours saying reversal. And I could see, like, yeah, Jerome Powell farts tomorrow and the divergence plays out, right? But it was a pretty bad day today. It wasn't a good day. You figured, hey man, you gapped down, you dumped, and then you rallied and then just closed down 1.13%. Just buyers didn't really come in to do much anything. Just defended local 38.38 level. I think the gap's going to fill at 37.92. I don't know when, but I think that's going to happen. You're so close. You can't trust anything bullish right now, but it is implying we're kind of waving, like a complex wave structure in development, and you could rally from here, and it wouldn't be that weird, but man, things are so bad. So bearish. Remember, there's that bullish divergence across all index funds, including Dow Jones, Russell 2000, NASDAQ. All right, you're just holding on. The gap fill is being regarded for 3 days now as support, right? 22% chance a gap fill is regarded as support resistance. Well, 3 days it's been holding, hasn't it? That's crazy. I guess you could say this this low from May 20th is also being tested too. Okay, but that's it for now. Bearish control zone, 36, not good. Not good. Let's just keep it going. And technically a bullish harami on the NASDAQ. The only reason it looks like this is because Apple and Tesla just like propped this crap up today. You gotta wonder, will the bullish harami play out? You were in the bearish control zone. You bearishly back tested 42. So it's like kind of trying to confirm that you are definitely in the bearish control zone on the daily for now. But there's 4-hour bullish divergence. So if a scrub rally happens, Jerome Powell farts tomorrow, and we rally, you can't be that surprised. It's been pretty nasty since the top. You might get a small wave up. But dude, you can't trust anything, man, I'm telling you. And you know, we were looking at Russell 2000. Maybe it's trying to do this. Maybe. It's like, here's your divergence, here's the second low. Kind of trying to hold on to this high from June 27th. Hard to trust it. I don't trust it. No follow through at all. And the only way this goes up is like the algos go absolutely berserk tomorrow when we get a 75 basis point increase in interest rates. All right. I mean, just hard to trust it. But not going to be surprised. Okay. I think 1743, 1717 eventually, even if you rally from here and then dump later. Yeah. Okay. That's it, man. We can look at the QQQ and the SQQQ real quick.
Technology, what is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
It's whack, dude. It's whack. It's been whack. But again, because of Apple and Tesla, large, they largely weigh on the Qs. You can see it just held. It didn't go to bullish divergence, understand, but bullish divergence nowhere. You've never truly pivoted here, and that's cause for concern. I would never trust this at all. Like you're just like in a dump territory. Like I mean, even still, I think like 284, if anything. But I'm thinking you're gonna retest those lows, man. The downtrend is very well established, undeniable. Below the 200 moving average, everything, man. Not at an inflection point. History tells us high probability 267 in time. Yes, bearish control zone on the daily. Yes, I know there's divergence. You can't come in here if it rather be like, hey man, you didn't identify the 4-hour bullish divergence. I did. The daily though is just kind of crap, man. This one's in the bearish control. All the index funds are in the bearish control zone on the daily. All of them. And definitely below key levels. If you get above 300, we'll talk. But if you're below 300, 297, only bearish, just like Bitcoin, it's only bearish right now. Ethereum, only bearish right now. Total, only bearish right now. Okay, let's go to the SQs. Why not? Since it was a request, I appreciate that. Held up, it's up 2.42% today, and it's beautiful. You might come for a type 2 return, and I don't know, man. You gonna get a type 2 return on the SQs? It would be insane, man. You kind of have to come back down to 35, 40. In what world does that happen? With what's going on right now. I guess it would have to be catalyzed by that algo freak out tomorrow that we're gonna get. We're gonna get a freak out in volatility and price action tomorrow. Be prepared. Don't trade it, man. Stick to your guns. Whatever the plan was before, stick with that. Just forget about what happens on the price action tomorrow, okay? If you're above $46, you're bullish. If you're above that level, you are bullish as F. I'm sorry. You just are. And the target eventually, I think, 65.50 again. And if you ever break that, bye-bye Qs, SQs, 82 bucks. Yeah, you are attempting to reverse. There is classic accumulation that has developed undeniably. And here's the silver lining here. It's the rule of 3 that we know so well, that we've seen it play out so many effing times. 1, 2, and then 3. 3, chat. Don't ignore the third one. By the way, on the third valley, just a little hindsight now, but there was some hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. You can see. I bet on 3-day we would see it too. Even better. The low, then the higher low. The wombo combo of the third higher low with hidden bullish divergence. Seen it so many times play out. Don't ignore it. Your SQs. That's it, man. Stick to your guns. There's 4-hour bearish divergence because it's inverse correlated to the Qs. And the Qs are showing bullish divergence in the 4-hour. But daily's fine, man. Daily's doing just fine. You're above the 200-day simple moving average again. Super chat broken, Todd. Sorry, man. Do you really want to give Google 30% of my tip anyway? Just tip through Stream Elements if you're going to do that. Or crypto, right? Oh, can we get an audio check? And I mean, God, if the audio check's bad, the stream's ruined. We've been live for about an hour now. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. And be sure to join the Discord again. Join the Discord if you're new. Audio's okay, says Brad. Okay, good. Nice. That's right, Kanye West. Thank you for the ping, dude, and the memes. Exactly. He made it for me. Thank you, Kanye West. Look, chat, what I was talking about earlier about Doge, I made the joke. Is this a bull trend? This was it, dude. Look. Doge being up 0.00%. Is this a bull trend? Literally. For real, dude. Don't be a Doge Moon Boy. Okay, this is your brain on Doge Moon Boy stuff. I don't know, dude. Okay, Houston, man. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. What are you trying to check in on how terrible everything is? Did anything change, Houston? Anything? No. Only bearish, staying bearish. Flip this chart over and look how terrible this is. Look at this classic distribution, you know? If that's not scary as F, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is what assets look like before they collapse. But all right. Anyway, we got, look on the 8s. Bitcoin daily candle close in 1 minute and less than 30 seconds. All right. Okay, listen to me. Oh man, it was so close. Dang it. I was excited. Thought we were going to get the lowest close since December 2020. It's just going to be the second lowest close since 2020. Only second to the September 6th low that you almost broke but didn't. But the bad news is a very real, undeniable bearish engulfing candle that back tested, right? It bearishly back tested the candle high close from December of 2017. Imagine buying, being the FOMO exit liquidity, and then holding from then until now. You've made no money, $0. You've lost. You've lost money. You're actually down. After holding Bitcoin for all these years, you're losing money in such a high inflationary, super inflationary climate. It's just terrible, man. Heck, man, if you held Bitcoin, if you owned Bitcoin anytime, you know, let's just say December 15th, 2020 and on, you've lost money. That's crazy too. All right, there it is, chat. The candle has closed. The bearish engulfing candle confirmed. Jesus chimes. Get wrecked. Literally get wrecked. Confirmed back in the bearish controls on every single time scale. The 4 hour, the daily, the 3 day, the weekly. All below 40. But dude, Wyckoff accumulation. Okay, I hope so, man. I hope your Wyckoff accumulation can save you from all the bearish variables that exist at this current time. I hope so. But dang, man, I'll tell you this. All the bearish variables that have been presented to us this year have been the Jesus, man. They played out so well. So I'm just like, if the TA has been so well respected on the way down on Bitcoin over and over and over again, hard for me to just start questioning the TA now. All the aggregate of variables combined, right? Everything combined, a huge argument that implies way more downside. Hard to ignore that.
Poke Fox tipped $25. Thank you.
What's up, Poke Fox? Thanks for the 25, dude. Much love. Really appreciate it. Supporting channel, man. The stream, the community, all the above. Okay. Short entry? I mean, dude, one could literally be playing a short now, right? Don't you think? I mean, maybe I'm crazy here. I'm just, you know, the closer you are to below 19,650, 19,891, the better, right? And the short, you know, you can't, oh, wow, it'd be equitable. I mean, now of course, you would have had to enter on the back test again, right? Because you've already dumped so hard. So now it's going to be a lot harder. This would have to be swinging for the fence. This will be you'd be saying, hey man, I think we're in this situation where the consolidation's finished. We're done. We're about to mark down to new lows of the entire long-term downtrend. You'd have to be playing it like that, right? And be playing the bearish and golden candle, right? And so the target, 17, first target be 17. And could we even get away with that? We can't even get away with that. Because it's not 3 to 1, right? So we could probably either use Fibonacci here from your low to your, well, Low to high. Your 1272 could be a first target. There you go. 1272 fib extension from the local low to high would give us 3 to 1. You're just playing the engulfing candle and you're just having a very tight stop slightly above that 19891. Second target, I think it would be prudent 14K, right? And you could do a third target if you want, but I think those are adequate targets. When you're below this, dude, it's the same thing. It'd be the same thing as being like, okay, we're back below this level for the second time. All right, stop loss just slightly above 31,279. Let it ride. It'd be something like that on Bitcoin. Yeah. You want a third target, you do 1618 fib extension. But I think below 14K is like 11K. Yeah, 11.5 or something like that. So let's just start with these. Let's just say you'd have time, man. All right, you go with that for now. If you get above 19,891, you kind of understand why the stop loss is around there or slightly above it or right at it, right? Because like the whole premise of your argument, right? When you're trying to take a trade, you're presenting an argument to the jury, right? To yourself, right? But that's the strategy. You've just successfully for 48 hours bearishly back tested this key level as resistance, right? Above that, the argument doesn't exist anymore because above that level, we understand what happens. Very thin order book. You could go insane above 19,891. So that's why you'd have a stop loss there. But below it, man, with confirmation, the downside, your thinking could take us to the new lows of the entire downtrend, and you can see that conceptualized with this downsloping channel, right? There you go. It's here. Right? It's just an argument, man. Someone asked a question, you know, and it's like that's the thought process on anything, on any asset, on any given day, at any given key level. You don't have to do that. You don't have to short it like that. You can have a different argument, but dude, inflection points are very important. Should only be trying to find assets with an edge at inflection points. Those are the areas to be trying to long or short something. Does that help? Did that help at all? Anybody? Just let me know. Hey, we've got a lot of new people join the Discord. Let's go. Hype in the chat. Let's do a hype in the chat for Discord people's joining. It's just kind of a breakout trade, a bearish breakdown trade, right? May fail, okay? You're pretty close to levels where the losses will be minimal compared to the gain you could have. That's the whole point, 3 to 1. Risking 1 to win 3 or more. Just tell us what to do. No, that's what your mommy should do. Your mommy should tell you what to do. She's gonna change your diapers too, okay? It's not about being right. It's just about probabilities. And we know about all the oscillators, everything. You've already heard me say it ad nauseum today, man. Probability is high. You're screwed. The R to R is there, and that's all that matters. If it fails, it fails. If you play the numbers game and you apply the same type of principles to every trade, you're going to win in the long term, man. You will. Yeah, send Jorge your money. He'll trade for you, dude. Okay. On total, looking at it, man. It's so bad right now that it can't even develop a bearish. It's just bearish convergence, you know. Certainly a 37.8 bearish control zone. And again, nothing makes sense until 840 billion. Let's look at the total 2 and 3. You know, I don't really do that much. No stone left unturned. Oh, it's like beautiful. It's wonderful. There's nothing else that's more beautiful than this, okay? Right, an asset in long-term downtrend, we know. Went to a key support from February 2021 and bounced. Even got a successful confirmation low here, right? Rallied up, thrusted through the other inflection zone, right? But then dumped below it and then bearishly back tested it officially the date of September 11th. Few days. And right? That's the inverse of a spring back test of spring. It's an up thrust back test of up thrust. And now you're rolling over again. And the target, there's nothing to do till $473 billion. In fact, a little bit of hidden bearish divergence, bearish control zone, 36.6. It's awful. And just understand, if you fall below $473 billion, it's a long way down. It's a cliff, okay? Below $473 billion on total 2, which is the entire crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, you have 45% downside, and there's no question about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's it. Straight up, straight down, straight up, Larry. Then it would be straight down again. Total 3, which is awful. Okay, you're on the verge of collapse. This thing is on the verge of, wow, we're going to all be back here today, and many of these altcoins are going to be down 20 to 30%. We're going to have huge viewership. People are going to be freaking out, screaming, crying. I lost my home. I lost my wife. I lost everything, dude, because I own Dogecoin or I own GRT or Hex or ICP or whatever scam you owned. You're about to, your monies will be down 30% once this level breaks. $358 billion hard cap. It's the candle low close levels, right, from February 25th. It's below the candle high close from February 13th, 2021. But once this breaks, bye-bye.
Thanks for showing up every day, even when the bears and donkeys are back. Could we look at potential short setup on energy? I do know it's energy, but bearish div looks good on D and 4HR, hitting a resistance from history.
That's very bearish, dude. You know you're a patron, right? Bearish on energy stocks. Beautiful bearish harmonics completing at insane levels after crazy runs. It's a cycle-ending harmonic. Thank you, dude, for the 15, man. Look, man, it's all about the levels. Straight up, straight down. Straight up, what will happen? Straight down. That's it, dude. Below 358 billion, bye-bye. Bye-bye, crypto. Talking downside potential based on the levels. 50% downside on total 3 market cap. So I'm here to, the existence, the whole purpose of my being is to maybe help you learn some stuff that I learned from people really smart. I'm not smart. They're smart. Okay. And so in teaching you, you can become self-sufficient, understand what confirmation highs are. After already being in a downtrend, confirmation highs, rejecting 200 moving average, you can protect yourself, preserve your capital in these bearish times. Look what happened after that. I mean, that's the only reason why I exist, man. Never said I was smart. Never said I was amazing. It's never been about me. It's been about the TA. And that's what this community is centered around. Not shilling S-coins and scams. It's about paying homage and respect to those that put in the research, their life's research, to help us be able to understand what could be coming next on an asset when certain variables exist on a chart at any given time. That's it. If you think it's any more, you're stupid. Like that's all. I've never tried to say anything else besides that. Okay. So we look total 2, total 3. Bitcoin's below the key levels of the bearish engulfing. And until you get back above 19,891 for real, you have to be bearish. You cannot be bullish. Just like you cannot be bullish below 30K, 28.8. You cannot. You have to be bearish. Below 42K, 40K, you must and you have to be bearish. Based on what we know looking left, price action correlation to levels in history, you have to be bearish below this level. because it could end up becoming, it could just be the same thing, straight up, straight down, straight up. Guess what? Straight down. Yep, Ethereum. Let's go to it because local. I mean, it's bearish engulfing candle confirmed on Ethereum. Not a big one or anything, really, right? And this could turn into bullish divergence anytime you rally. I mean, again, like you haven't back tested 1420 as resistance yet. You just haven't. And that could happen. And it wouldn't be weird. It would actually be normal. Look how you back tested it as support on July 26th. You back tested as support August 29th, 30th. Why could you not back test it as resistance? You could. It happens all the time. It may not, but I'm just saying you can't be that surprised if market participants just want to see if it's really a resistance again, so then they can confirm it and then we can mark down once more, right? Things might be so bearish you don't do it, you don't see it, but you are screwed on the RSI on all time scales below 40 everywhere, okay? Ricardo, only you would say that we're pumping now. Only you did. Imagine saying Bitcoin's pumping with it's up $68 on the new day. That's not the word. What's up, Bark Bark?
Bark tipped $27. Tarot cards say bull run soon. Not sure what to think.
Thanks, dude. Bark, dude. Bark. Don't get wrecked. Don't doge. Raft him, man. Oh my god. We'll do it, dude. We'll do it.
RAFD tipped $100.34. Hey Mitch, thanks for your dedication. Let's have a look at BNB BTC pair 0.07541990 ETH.
We will do it right now. Thank you so much, dude. Wow. Largest contribution in effing week. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. All right. BNB to BTC. That had made fresh all-time highs. Not too long ago. I mean, I'm talking September 8th, it made all-time. This thing's crazy, right? Though it, you know, we know about it on the, you know, on the US dollar pairing. It's not in an area that makes sense at all for short or long, right? Because it's just randomly in between two levels. Okay. But if you look at BNB to BTC, it is getting, it's like the US dollar. It looks like the DXY almost, doesn't it? It's beautiful. It's literally beautiful right now. Showing positive momentum on the new day for the first time. Well, since I guess September 8th, but really kind of, you know, you see it like August 12th. We got some sort of local structure here, maybe. Is it just a channel? Yeah, it's just an upsloping channel you got kind of going on right now, right? Locally. Well, yeah, this thing broke to all-time highs August 4th and ran, hit a 1414 extension, pulled back, and is showing very clear and concise daily RSI hidden bullish divergence, implying a continuation up next. Very good.
Crab harmonic for ETH with targets to 3K. B leg 0.886. C leg 0.382 to 0.886. BC extension 2.0 to 3.618. XT extension 1.618.
12 easy, thanks, dude. I mean, we can look. All right, we will look. Well, look. So that, all right, you're in an undeniable, well-established uptrend. Unbeatable, unbreakable, unshakable. There's a bullish edge in the bullish trend. So it is implied that you will be making all-time highs soon. BNB will take out, what is it, 1.4 million sats, and probably go to the 1.618 or 1.578 million sats or whatever, right? That's what it's implying. That just means that BNB is going to get wrecked, but it's just not going to get wrecked as hard as Bitcoin. That's, I think, what this chart's telling us. It's gorgeous, and it is certainly an anomaly. No other chart Not even Ethereum looks like this. You get that right. Nothing else. Nothing. To the BTC pair. Everything else is trash to BTC. Trash to BTC. But then you got BNB to BTC. Kangs. All right. Descending triangle on the total. Huh? Does it, man? Remember identifying patterns and a... How is this a decent... Are you talking about that? Dude, too much white space. Dude, don't be like... Identifying structures on 60-minute is scrubby. I mean, it's like they're so unreliable when you go to the 60-minute and lower. I mean, if you ask me, I would recommend not even thinking about identifying Bulkowski structures unless it's the 4-hour and above, okay? And you would include everything. Like looking at the 4-hour, you cannot see it. You can't see anything on the 4-hour. But what we know is only bearish. Definitely think we're going to 838 in time. Everything's bearish. So we don't need a 60-minute scrub structure to help us with our argument. We have all we need, right? For our bearish bias, you know? Okay. Let's go to I don't know, what was it again? How did it go? Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Ethereum for Kelvz. He said, let me just look at another chart. Let me look at a clean slate chart or something, you know? This is a good one. All right, so let's just look at Ethereum to US dollar on the Binance chart, not even to Tether, just USD. He said, deep crab, 3K target, $3,000 target on Ethereum after going proof of stake in a recession, deteriorating market conditions every day, like record highs on bad stuff. So X or B legs, the 88, C legs 382. Hold on, what? X? What is X? You should start with X is... Oh, I get it. You're trying to be like this. I get it. I don't even need to. Okay, so he's talking about this would be X, this would be A, this would be B. Well, he's trying to say that he knows that we're bottoming right now on C. You can't do that. No way. The bottom hasn't been put in. How could you say that? This thing probably goes to the 886, $1,000, which is the pattern completion zone of my bullish bat. Makes way more sense because you've already completed C and you're working on D now. You don't even know. But yeah, hey man, let's say it goes to the 886 to complete the bat, which I think it probably will. Then it pivots. And then you're trying to say it would go to 3K? That can't be it. Because this is a... Would be close. Your PCZ is pretty close to the 886, right? This would be a bearish bat, you know, a deep crap. You didn't give me the actual price. You gave me no price. If you don't give me an X point, I can't start it. I don't know what you're looking at. If I can't like easily identify it, it's right. Did you say something in the chat at least? Kelvz, I'm waiting for you to say something, dude. Yeah, really, dude. It's like... Yeah, I can't sit here, you know, but it's okay because I'm pretty much done with the stream anyway. I've been live an hour, 20 minutes, and what else is there to talk about, man? Kind of like looked at a lot of stuff, and X legs 2159. Why? Why? I would never, if I was just going to use the Fibonacci tool, I would never use that level as a swing high, right? You can't, it's literally, the high point is April 2nd and the low point is June 19th. That's the same wave, dude. The exact same wave. You're just randomly picking. This is not a swing high. This is just part of, like that. That'd be like, I'm just going to randomly choose, this is my X point, or this is my X point, or this is, you can't do that. Therefore, I mean, like whatever. Maybe the Scott Carney software identifies. I don't see that. It's the same wave. I would say either this or this. Swing highs, swing lows. This is a swing high, right? We have not put in a new swing low. So I would say no, but hey man, not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't see it that way because I like using true discernible swing highs and lows where if I was going to use my Fibonacci measuring tool, it's undeniable, right? Be sure to join the Discord again. Oh, Suka, sorry, dude. Yeah, let me look at Suka for, yes, sir. My bad, dude. I was on a roll today, right? I think kind of on a roll. Suka is killing it, man. It can't be stopped. The bullish engulfing candle confirmed yesterday. Suka Blayat is certainly recession proof for now. Top part of the channel. Look at that back. That's beautiful. And she's looking at the daily. Pero. Oh yeah, 4 hour. The dragon, the 1618 yet. Oh my God, we got close, didn't we? It's this pesky supply line, isn't it? How perfect. You keep testing it. There is supply at the supply line, but you keep holding on, man, right? And the pattern completion zone of this, just a standard crab pattern, bearish crab, is 11.5 cents. You got a size 10.95 cents. So that's it. Hit it on the daily. That's really suspect, man. I hate that when you're looking at assets and one time scale shows you price action and then it just doesn't exist on the other. That's not a good asset to be. That's illiquid as F. Yep, Link screwed. 22% downside on Chainlink. Yeah. Yep. That's right, Chemo. Stooped. Comment, Chemo. Hype in the chat for Chemo. With a K. All right, man. Look at all the people, dude. All the people. All the people, dude. Welcome to Discord. Okay. If you're all in here and you're new, my God, I'll tell you, reading suggestions, that's where you want to go if you want to dip your toes into traditional technical analysis and start gaining some insight into what I'm talking about if you're new, okay? Right there, reading suggestions, okay? Feel free to ask anyone in the general chat. Everyone's going to be trying to help you, okay? On your journey. Because it's all it is, man. It's just a journey, dude. We're all on our own trading TA journey, okay? The goal is self-sufficiency. Then afterwards, it's more eyes. We have more eyes on more things all together. Kelvizi, you're omitting to talk about the context. I completely understand what you're talking about. And again, it could play out. Right? It could hold, dude. It could. But you're talking about something that just spent over 2 months presenting its argument. And that argument was terrible. You spent time, Bull spent time developing an argument for upside. And it was terrible. Bull spent time developing an argument for a couple months. And in the end, it was just bearish consolidation. You have to be able to identify Bull's attempt at summoning some sort of massive real reversal. But every time, it just stalls out and you start getting back to these supports and then you break them. So you're trying to fight the trend we're currently in, okay? That's where we are. You're on the tail end of all this consolidation that was, in the end, only bearish. Only below the keyest of key levels where we know straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Context is very important, man. You can't just say, and you're in fact below support. You're below it. You're not above it. It might be on the 4 hour, but not on the daily. You see that level. Everything correlates to the first time it's ever manufactured. That was December 2017. Every like since then, this is all correlation to that level. And it's now, the support is now, well, it actually kind of never was support on the daily. It's only resistance though. We know for a fact it's a confirmed resistance as of yesterday and today. You broke it again on the 18th. You back tested it as resistance on the 19th. Yesterday you back tested it again for the second time. And you bearishly engulfed. Had your second lowest daily candle close since December of 2020. These are just not bullish things. And I'm just talking about all the RSI. I hope, my God, I hope we just rally. And you very well could, because you know if the equities, the bots go insane, which they probably are, like you cannot be surprised if tomorrow when Jerome Powell raises the basis points, 0.7 or 75 basis points, hikes interest rates, you can't be surprised if the algos go berserk and the S&P somehow was up 3% or down 3%. You can't be surprised. So just understand that. Be cognizant of what's coming tomorrow. It's going to be volatility. It's going to be bullcrap. It's going to be scammy. You're going to see. It's almost like an earnings report for the entire world economy. Okay. So good luck to you tomorrow. Good favor and fortune for ye in your trades. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Seriously appreciate it. Amplified gratitude in these bearish market conditions where money is hard to come by. You get it. We're in the bad times. Rap D, dude. $100, 34 cents of Ethereum. You the Jesus, man. Thank you so much. All right. Join the Discord again. One more time before I leave. Join it. That's where I'm at. I'm in the Discord. Conversation continues when this stream ends in the general chat most of the time. Or in the Citadel Patreon chat. So I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.
Then, just like that,
Price gonna dip.